Hello, friends. Welcome to today's session. Mahatma Gandhi once said, "Be the change you wish to see in the world." As you know, change is the only thing which is constant. If you embrace it willingly, you can shape your life. In today's discussion, we are going to see how to work, how to create a summary using pivot table. Pivot table is again one of the very important function in Excel. Right. Now, when I say pivot table, well, you would be wondering what are the benefits of using a pivot table. Before that, pivot table is basically used to summarize, analyze, create meaningful insights from a data set. It helps you to basically explore the hidden information or an insight or trends or patterns, meaningful relationships from the data set. So we are going to see various, functions of pivot table. Let's start with using a single dimensional pivot table. Here I have the database of employees like employee name, city, gender, compensation, right? Different variables given here. Let's say your manager has similar data set, if not the same fields. He asks you to, create a summary out of this data set, right? In this case, I ask you to create a summary wherein I want to know gender wise what is the count of employees. So, if you have a data set like this, you can even use a filter function to count the gender wise, the breakup. However, it is wise to use a pivot table to create that summary because it doesn't take much time to create one, right? So, how do we let's say Control A, go to Insert, Pivot Table from the range, give OK, bring the gender into rows, bring again gender or any other variable because we are going to count it basically, right? So to the values. Now what did we get? We got the breakup female and male, right? The count of female and count of male in the total employees, which is 383, right? Now, even if you want to, basically if you want to see the percentage, you can click on this and say show value as percentage of grand total. You know exact what is the percentage of the breakup. Basically, you can know the percentage, gender wise percentage using this option. If I want to know department wise gender breakup, what I can do, I can just bring department on top of gender, right? You get a data like this. Department of top of gender, you can get it like this. Now, instead, since the variable gender has only two options, right? So I can bring gender below, I can bring the department. So I will know exactly for a particular gender what is the percentage, right? Now, to make it more easy or let's say more viewable, what we can do is we can make it a classic pivot table. Why do we do that? Because in a traditional way, when you see a report, we used to see the total columns at the bottom, right? Not at the top. Right here it is coming, the total is available in the top, right? So what you can do is you can just click on pivot table options, display, and say classic pivot table. So you get the report the way we generally see. We are used to see in this way, right? The total at the bottom, right? Now you know the percentage. You see major contribution coming from where? From the public relations. Public relations department has more number of females in their workforce. Similarly, male or dominant gender in the department tech support, right? So that is easy for us to see, right? It is easy for us to see at this stage, right? But when it is in a raw data set, it is not that easy to find out this information, right? So that is why we use a pivot table. Now, if I want to say, let's say I want to have city wise, gender wise, or let's say gender wise department count with a breakup of city. Now, what I can do is I can bring the city into the columns. What happens here? Now we have the breakup, city wise breakup for gender wise, department wise, right? So this is what happens when you drag a variable into the column. So basically what we have done here is we have created a multi-dimension pivot table. So I used column also. So what did I do? I just brought city into the column. If you want to keep it as a number, you can straight away put it, you can just say show value as no calculation. So you will see the number of employees city wise, department wise for a particular gender, right? Or you can keep it like this. Traditionally, what people do is they just put gender in the column, city in the rows. This is how generally we have seen data, right? City and then department and then column wise the breakup. So it is easy for us to see the report. Right? City wise, department wise, what is the gender? I hope you understood a very simple pivot table.